BBC's political editor Laura Kuenssberg has exposed Boris Johnson's Brexit plan after Sir Jonathan Jones, permanent secretary to the government legal department, announced his resignation. The Prime Minister is facing a barrage of attacks over claims his government is planning new legislation which risks overriding parts of the Brexit withdrawal agreement. It was reported the proposed internal market bill, set to come before the Commons tomorrow, could eliminate the legal force of parts of the withdrawal agreement in areas such as state aid and Northern Ireland customs. However, Mr. Johnson has stood firm and insisted the UK was committed to the agreement. But the Prime Minister is facing crisis after 6 leading civil servants have stepped down from their roles this year. Today, Sir Jonathan Jones, permanent secretary to the government legal department, announced he is resigning and will leave the role in April. The Financial Times attributed the decision to suggestions that Boris Johnson is trying to row back on parts of last year's Brexit deal relating to Northern Ireland. Now, the BBC's political editor, Laura Kuenssberg, has said Mr. Jones clashed with the Attorney General and was unhappy with how Number 10 handled the prorogation last year. Ms. Kuenssberg tweeted, "Sources confirm FT reports that top lawyer, Jonathan Jones was unhappy about how far Gov plans to push against withdrawal agreement in legislation being published tomorrow." His view clashed with Attorney General, who took different views. Jones also said to have been unhappy about how Number 10 handled prorogation last year and there have been tensions for a while. Some in Gov acknowledge what they are doing may be seen as nuclear option, and I'm told the legislation tomorrow likely to include the phrase notwithstanding, which to many will look like they are trying to cast aside an international treaty. Northern Ireland Secretary Brandon Lewis admitted the proposed plans do break international law. While speaking to the Commons today, Mr. Lewis said, "Yes, this does break international law in a very specific and limited way. We are taking the power to disapply the EU concept of direct effect required by Article 4 in a certain, very tightly defined circumstances."